Let me see if I can give you away. I'll be there for you. Hey, hey, hey. Your dog, Mark? Got you a good dog right here. Just gonna send me some postage. With him? With him? Good. Blah, 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 blah. Oh. Gee. Whoop this way. He's your puppy. Oh, yeah, puppy. Oh, yeah, lovely puppy. Oh. He's solid, man. He's heavy as crap. And he loves people. Can you see his nose? Stretch his nose up. Oh, no. Your nose isn't as tall as his. He's annoying. Somebody abandoned him, and I'm an idiot. So, yeah. Now I have a blue heeler mix puppy thing. That is up for adoption if anybody would like to adopt him. Yep. Rachel's all first. We got Mark, Rachel, Aid, Ted, Clifford, and, Hank. He looks like Hank the cow dog. Sorry. So I'm calling him Hank, and he answers to it. And hey, whatever. Go away, Hank. You're bothering me. Sadie is mad at me for bringing home a puppy. So, anybody got any gripes, complaints, comments? Anything they would like to add to the study? Anything I got wrong? Anything I misspoke? Was there an elephant in the room? I just got out of the shower. My head's even still wet. I bathe every day. Thank you very much. Just I didn't put my hair up. Put my hair up to go to work. That's about it. And how are you doing, Billy? It's kind of hard to have an after chat if nobody's talking to me about stuff. Let's see. Am I missing something good on somebody else's live stream? I didn't want to do that. And read. Pro tip from West S to all you people out there. Read the whole bottle when you think you're going to steal your daughter's fancy shampoo. Because, well, it smelled good. You might just be putting body wash with pumice in it in your hair. I'm not saying I did that. I'm just saying that you, as an individual who might do that kind of stuff, should probably read the whole bottle and not just assume that it's shampoo for reasons. I would imagine so, Mark. Oh, that's a long day. Ah, that's funny, Billy. Ow. Me either. You got moon pies and Twinkies. All right. Nobody sent me moon pies. No, it smells of strawberries and whatever freaking kind of plant bark or whatever was in that jar. It's the dumbest thing ever, putting pumice in soap in a squeeze bottle. But I now know that Suave makes something besides shampoo. Well, what was chasing you, Rachel? And how'd you get away from it? Well, that's true, Aid. I could just go get my own moon pies. But I've switched over and I'm on a Nutter Butter trip right now. Ooh, I could be sitting here eating banana pudding in front of you people. I believe for supper, because for after work snack I had ice cold watermelon. That was so good. It's good for you and it hydrates you. It's a legal indulgence. But I think for supper I'm gonna have banana pudding. Oh. Okay. I saw a lady trying to do that today. I hate to tell her it was right behind her the whole way. That's me. I'm sorry. I can't outrun my fat because it stays ahead of me. Isn't it funny? I mean, as a general rule, as men, we just wish that, why do we have to get a shed built? Why do we have to go from, a 6-pack or an 8-pack or whatever pack to a party ball to a pony keg to a keg? I think that's what women do. Because, you always see girlfriends running around and there's always a skinny one and not so skinny one and then not at all skinny one. But they're not always the same person. It's weird. What are you chewing on? Did I complain about the puppy yet? Hank the retard, come here. Hey, hi, Desert. Did everybody get to see the puppy? Y'all want to see the puppy? If you want to see the puppy, he better not be chewing on my shoe. He hasn't chewed on anything yet. This is just day 2, though. He stays really close to the missus, and I think that's annoying her. Hank. Hey, you without gray matter. Yeah, I know what he's doing now. He's in there trying to get in trouble. I'll be right back. Hey. Come. Come on. Come on. When I tell you to come up, you're supposed to come up. Come on up. I told him I'll eat it. Oh gosh, you're fat. Well, actually not fat, but oh. Come on, all the way up. Oh, what you're doing is not helping. He's been told to get down all day, and this is twice I've picked him up now. He's like, you're gonna have to explain these rules to me, man. Oh, oh, you okay? Go home. Anyway, he's a little blue dealer cross mix thingy. He's got his grown-up teeth in. And no, you cannot add the tang. We've already explained this to you. You want a treat? You want a treat? Yeah. This is not food. You're supposed to chew it. Now go on. There you go. Yeah, let's talk about abandoning animals in the country. Did he ever pass anything but mesquite beans? Anyway, he's had 3 bowel movements that I know of since he's been here, and all of them have been, and I've been feeding him just a little bit because he's a chunk. There's no fat on him, but he still had muscle. He wasn't out there long enough to lose a lot. He was on the way down though, because his ribs are there, and his backbone was starting to come up a little bit. But that may have been dehydration, because he drank water like you would not believe. I mean, just constantly drinking when we first got him home. He actually went to the water before he went to the food. So, and that was after my wife gave him water. But she was at work and she could not take the dog to the office. So we went back and got him. Well, me and Kirsten did. I'm making a video about it. Or I shot some video of it and blah, blah, blah. So there'll be more on the dog. But anyway, long story short, you do not. You just don't. I mean, if there'd been running water, he could have lived 3 or 4 months on them mesquite beans. But he eventually would have died. Because there's only so many mesquite beans. So he would have been reduced to eating roadkill, and then he would have wound up roadkill, or he would have gone to the wrong house and tried for a easy meal on somebody's Benny chicken or whatever, and that would have been the end of him. It's just, I've seen a lot of dogs die that were put out in the country, and it's just no, don't do that. Okay, just don't do that. There you go. This is for you people who throw dogs out in the middle of nowhere. Also to you, O Lord, belongs mercy, for you rendered to each one according to his work. My life sucks. Well, remember that dog you threw out in the country? His life ain't too hot either. I love Psalms. I love Psalms. And I love Proverbs. I love Ecclesiastes. Seriously, I would love to have like a travel Bible that had just Proverbs, Psalms, Ecclesiastes, and the New Testament. Just a little thin Bible. You get Proverbs in the New Testament, but I mean, you just take the whole thing because there's good stuff in those other books too. So. He'll either learn to be a working dog, or he will be somebody else's dog. The end. I'm giving him a chance to be something besides roadkill or a problem. And I've been working with him to give him the best shot, and it's up to him to do the rest. I'm okay with him staying here because Sadie needs backup, full-time backup. Right now, she's out there. I'm guessing the foxes are circling the hen house, and she's out there by herself. If she had a friend, they could go run the foxes down. So, if I was a better owner, I guess I'd be out there with her chasing the foxes down. How's things in Nevada, high desert? Any good whatever going on over there? Or any bad whatever's going on over there? Anybody noticing the holes on the shelves already again in the grocery stores? How annoying is that? It's different this time though. People aren't buying toilet paper. They're actually buying stuff that makes sense. Which is annoying because I wanted to buy that stuff that makes sense and they were out of it again. 3 weeks in a row that I haven't been able to get any. I mean, the specific product was there in other versions, but the cheap version of it, which I like to procure because it tastes the same, was not there. So instead of getting 6 cans, I only allowed myself to get 2 cans because you budget. Trying not to get fired. What'd you do now? No, Sadie is my dog. Everybody knows Sadie. Sadie's in like half of my videos. It's a big old blue and white Catahoula. She's, to her credit, we're gonna run the Sadie scorecard. 3 coyotes, 2 foxes, 1 bobcat, 4 raccoons, the same possum. I don't know how many times. She will not quit treating that thing. But I'm not going to kill it because we raised it. I'm not going to kill it. And I don't know if it's the same possum, but possums actually do a good thing. So unless they're a problem, feral cats, I have no way of knowing. I can't count that high. I don't have that many fingers and toes. Sadie is a working dog. The end. All right, Wes, be good. Or Wes, I was reading your deal as I was seeing Kildare. Be careful out there. You taking your bike? Yes, I have a video of me eating possums. I have a video of me skinning a possum with an axe, which was not fun, but doable. Yeah, the bacon flavored Spam is non-existent anymore. Um, Spam is very touch and go. It's either there or it's not. Corned beef is absent. Right as of right now, there is a lot of chicken. The price of tuna went up 24 cents per container. That's annoying. The generic cans of tuna do not have as much tuna in them. They're still the same price, but there's not as much food in. There's not as much tuna in there. If you get the ones that's in oil, there's just as many calories per can. But if you pour off the oil, you lose the calories. The calories is in the oil, not the calories aren't in the proteins of the tuna. There is a lot of there's beans. There's canned beans galore. There's even some black-eyed peas available, which is weird. We didn't ever have that many black-eyed peas available on the shelf. Canned greens like spinach and stuff like that are they're like really basic. And oh, is Chipper you in here? Chipper's already in bed, probably. Anyway, he sent me a link to the direct store for getting your canning good. You cannot. I mean, you can get canning jars. You just can't get lids and rings or flats. It may be on Patreon, Billy Bird. I can't because it's pretty graphic. I mean, yeah, I do the whole thing with the axe, and just to prove that you can. I could have done it in a few minutes with a pocket knife, and it took me 20 with that axe. So, and see, that's weird. The chicken and pork Vienna sausages, the nasty ones, uh, they're all over, but there's plenty of them. It's like there's more Vienna sausages available than any other canned meat, and the generic ones are like super cheap. So I just don't know if there's actually any food value in those things. So yeah, rice and bean, the dried rice and dried beans are back in plentiful, whatever. But like the canned fruit, it gets hit pretty hard. And this is maybe just here. But greens, canned corn, and rotel tomatoes, man, are just like not. There aren't any. The fishing supplies, there's no fishing supplies. No hooks, no weights, no swivels, no little jigs, nothing. Our Walmart fixed it by shrinking their fishing section, literally cutting it in half. Oh, there you go. Well, chicken is it's a easy to digest protein. I mean, uh, it's almost like humans were breeding them to be edible or more edible. The only thing I mean, if people are, oh, I'll go eat quail. Well, you should eat a chicken. They're the same bird. I can't tell any difference between chicken, quail, and pheasant. The quail's a little drier and a little tougher than chicken. There is that. There's a little fishing stuff. It's not like it was 2 months ago when you couldn't find a bobber, a hook, a weight, nothing. No fishing gear. There were no fishing poles. There were no rods and reels. There were no little combo packs for your kid. There was nothing. I saw a pink Christmas tree today at Walmart. I nearly ran into one of the center aisle display things because I was looking. I was like, why is there a Pepto Bismol Christmas tree? Why? Why would somebody pay $59.97 for a Pepto Bismol colored Christmas tree? And now I want all of you who have a Pepto Bismol colored Christmas tree in your house to confess. And then we'll figure out what kind of penance you're going to do later. Stupidest looking thing I've ever seen. I'm just put that in coffee. And sort of kind of see the white ones, a white Christmas tree. But not really. HDP, if they have a Latin section in your grocery store, compare the price of the dried beans and dried rice to that of the stuff over on the privilege section. The brown rice is like 2 cents a pound cheaper or something like that than the generic. So I have a lot of brown rice that I can't read the directions on. Just saying. Go right ahead. I'll set it on fire. I bet it burned pretty. Y'all will not send me no. We had a Christmas tree in this house, and how long has it been since we had a Christmas tree in this house? Like 12 years? No, we have never put a Christmas tree in this house. Or did we the first year because Ty was here? Maybe. I think. I don't know. We have a Christmas tree, don't we? No. We did. Okay. If y'all want to send me something, just send me the money. I found me a Suburban. It's a 86 4x4. It's got a new motor in it, but the guy was working on it, and then now his wife wants him to get rid of it, and it doesn't have any grill or headlights or nothing like that. But it's got 8,000 miles on the motor. And it's just like BA's, except it's not camo yet. I said yet. And it doesn't have big honking tires on it. It's got regular size Chevrolet rims and tires on it. I think it's a dress. Aid. The wife loves that little shawl thingy or whatever. Around here, the little I don't know. I'm probably gonna get like a strike for being racist or whatever, but we just call them little Mexican sundresses. They basically a tube, but they're embroidered and they're really pretty. Um, yeah, they're the same thing um they used to Latinos used to wear back in the day. That's probably too Clifford, but if she sends one, I'm just gonna give it to the wife, so it don't matter because she's gonna take it anyway. And that's probably who she's buying it for. I mean, I would look silly in one, I think. Though, I did buy some, um, two pair of women's dress slacks that were drawstring, but they're linen. That woman was tall, but I washed them in hot water and shrank them down to where they fit me. That woman had to be like 6'8". But now those are my pajamas because they're like, I mean, why not? Yeah, originally the Hawaiians didn't wear nothing, but they covered well, the important part. I think pretty much. So, anyways, Betty Boo's got a really good video out there on her food pantry. If ain't nobody seen that, Corsair did a really good public service announcement on pepper spray today. The I don't own a can of mace. I won't. Um, there's people out there suggesting that you use wasp spray, and yeah, it'll shoot 20 feet or whatever. But if you're spraying wasp spray at somebody 20 feet away from you, you better be ready for a lawsuit. Yeah. Was most of that stuff super flammable. So all something's got to, one little thing's got to wrong. Next thing you know, you set somebody on fire. And not to mention that, it's poison. Okay. It's going to cause permanent damage to their eyes and their lungs. And, yeah, you're going to be in jail. And then when you get out of jail, you're going to be in debt. That's okay. Yeah, she's sick. She's really sick. If she's not feeling better by tomorrow, I'll probably just fire up the backhoe, push her off in the hole, and start listening to it. No. If she doesn't get better pretty soon, I'm going to take her to the doctor. She's probably like patient 0 or something. Like on World War Z. Which is a really good movie. Thank you, Abe. Make her some hot water, lemon, and honey. Why would I want to pour it on her? Oh, no, pour mama. Okay. Not like pour it on mama. I got you. We don't even say bless you anymore until after the third sneeze around here. Well, are you through? Yes, bless you. They're all telling you to get better. She said, thank you. If I was nice to her, she'd get annoyed at me. So before y'all start giving me grief for making fun of her not feeling good. They said Gesundheit or whatever. Forgot to take my medicine. Ugh. I got told by the people I'm doing the work for today that I'm doing an excellent job, and they're thoroughly impressed with my workmanship, attention to detail, and my dedication. And I asked them who they thought they were talking to, which I still don't think they got the joke. But anyway. I'll try to get her to do a toddy here in a minute so she can get some sleep. It's allergies do this to her every year. And it's funny because when she was young, she didn't have allergies. And then, well, now she does. And I used to have allergies so bad, I didn't like the spring and I didn't like the fall. And they still mess with me. Not like they used to. I mean, I was just miserable all spring. and awful. But now it's like whatever. And Great Value cream soda is probably one of the best tasting cream sodas I've ever had. Just in case anybody wondered. Goldenrod. I should know what that is. I'm almost positive I should know what that is. When you say, yeah, you murder the ones that are ever. I have heard it said by people that do not know the strength of my character that I am a big baby when I get sick. Oh, I don't think they know what they're talking about. I think I handle the torment rather well. Very stolid about it, and I just go on about my business. Or something like that. Or I could turn into a 200-pound baby. One of the two. I got me some thingies. Rawr, rawr. I'm a little metal dinosaur. Rawr, rawr, rawr. It's the Loch Ness Monster's robot brother. Hello. I'm metal tissue. Sorry. Let's go to my tackle box. We're actually, well, I say we, the wife's actually doing some, I don't know if it's really her, but some diet stuff. That's not the right word for it. Anyway. She's taking supplements that they're really actually helping her quite a bit. So I'm not disrespecting it at all. You know, she was doing better until she had the hay fever attack anyway. Excuse me. She's not running a fever or anything. So at least she's using her sick days for a change. She usually just like gives them up. She won't ever take a sick day or anything. This chocolate is not a chocolate that you eat at nighttime. Just for the record. You can have a chunk of this chocolate in the morning with your coffee, which is really good. And it cuts down your need for coffee consumption quite a bit because, well, the crunchy stuff in here is coffee. I've been, and the most beautiful thing about this is that it's dark chocolate, and I'm the only one in the house that likes dark chocolate. So she got all the other chocolate, and I got this. So this is the one I'm. It's the chocolate and coffee and the hibiscus flowers. I don't know what a hibiscus is, but I'm going to plant one and I'm going to eat the flowers. Huh? Flowers belong in food. Apparently, the flowers in here are good. Hibiscus flowers. They're flipping delicious. You turn into a food channel. I actually got the stuff to do. I'm gonna do a video on my super duper fast, cheap, easy uh, egg drop soup. Let me help make Billy Bird happy here. I'll try to here. If I don't put my hair up before I go to bed, I wake up and I've got this. It looks like a, what do you call it? Those places where the rats sleep in the morning, and it's really hard to brush it out. But if I'll do this, oh, don't look at that camera, man. That ain't gonna help nobody do nothing. I was trying to figure out, spent 5 minutes trying to figure out how to flip my camera around the other way to where it didn't show everything backwards. So, ask me if I thought I would ever be proficient at putting in a ponytail. The answer is no. All right. I got mail from, we got mail from Rachel, and I actually got some mail from Robert Moore. He used to be Robert Moore LLC or whatever. Anyway, some peanut brittle and some other stuff, and everybody's trying to make me fat. It's weird. I go on a diet and everybody starts sending me all this really good stuff. Whatever's out there is making a full circle around the house. She's barking out towards the drive now. I've got to worry whether or not somebody's thrown another dog out now. I hope not, too. This Tommy Chong CBD stuff or whatever, I'm serious. 5 or 6 minutes after you take it, you can your brain goes numb. It doesn't last. It lasts 10 or 15 minutes, but like it has been helping with the joint pain though. So I'm gonna keep on doing it. You think so? I hope not. The ammo truck doesn't run until tomorrow. They changed their truck day at my ammo place. So you have to go in tomorrow after lunch. I want to do some shooting, but I couldn't get enough to justify. I did a little bit after my last purchase, but only shot about a third of what I bought. And after BA's video on his freaking ammo stash or whatever, got ammo envy like you wouldn't believe. Oh, dang it. What did say? It's GPS with a pink Christmas tree. Like, if I want a pink Christmas tree. No, Wes is not going to have that many critters. Louisiana is going to get hit again. In my hair's to the point now where it's getting that little curl right at the end of that thing. What's the name of this storm or whatever that's going to hit them in 3 days? It's supposed to make landfall middle of the 9th, something like that. I got a wake glance up for his nap, for he'll turn into a faint Christmas. Ha 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 ha. I never should have brought up that pink Christmas tree. It's just the weirdest thing I've seen yet this year. And it's weird. You walk. Okay. Seriously, you walk through the winter wonderland of Christmas, and then you enter the Halloween land of scary, spooky, spooky, spooky. But there's no Thanksgiving. There's no turkey in the bunch. The one, American holidays that I approve of, secular holidays that I approve of are Halloween, Thanksgiving, Memorial Day, and Labor Day, and the 4th of July. But that's a national holiday. But because they're pure, I mean, Thanksgiving is what it's about. It's about everybody getting together, thanking God for not starving to death, and then shoving all of this really good food in your face. It's honest. Halloween's about candy. It's honest. But Thanksgiving doesn't make anybody any money except for the turkey people and the ham people. Yo, Delta through 8 p.m. to Friday 8 a.m. Oh, Delta. Yeah, that's right, Delta. I couldn't remember the name of it. It was Delta or Belter or Felta or something like that. Sometime Friday, supposed to make landfall. So it's going to make landfall faster. It's sped up, I guess. Ooh, why are you picking on that little kid, Rachel? Hey, Lance, it's okay, buddy. We got you. We'll say mean things to your mom now in the chat. I love things. That's my favorite thing was Thanksgiving. We the families, my family or the wife's family, there was rah rah going on, and everybody was spread all over the countryside on my side anyway. And then there was always with ours, and we just was we're not doing that anymore. So we would, for Thanksgiving, we would go and get all the stuff for a picnic, sandwiches, whatever, be sandwiches or whatever. We'd go for 3 or 4 years. We just took the kids, went to the park, and had sandwiches and sodas and chips, and we just spent the day at the park. We had the park all to ourselves. It was great fun. I love those Thanksgivings. And then the kids started wanting to go, and things got better, and people moved back. Um, Grandparents wanted to be see great grandkids, and but I love Thanksgiving. I always have loved Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was a big day when we were growing up. Thanksgiving was a big, big day. I'm gonna go get some more coffee. I'll be right back. Oh, y'all get one more cup of coffee, and then I'm gonna kill the stream because this is the last. I'm gonna turn the coffee pot off. It says, pecan pie used to be boom. Nobody ever had it until Thanksgiving, and now people realize that they have pecans at the store all year long. So, all right, Abe. Thanks for swinging by. I like sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie, but my compatriot that always had my back about getting pecan or pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie up in the house isn't here anymore. So if somebody else hasn't made it, then and my favorite stuff is that it's marshmallows and pecans and some kind of green pudding stuff or whatever. I don't even know what's in it. It's got little marshmallows, coconut, pecans, and it's green. It doesn't, not the one with the jello in it. The one with the jello in it is disgusting. But the one without the jello, that stuff's good. I eat that like it's style. And it's just a big, giant bowl of sugar with pecans. But it's good. Yeah, that stuff. I love that. Or the little Christmas candy, the white stuff. Oh, that's good. Which is just sugar. But I can't eat that stuff anymore. If I eat a lot of sugar, like if I eat a Snickers bar now, I don't have energy to make it the next 3 hours. 35, 40 minutes after eating a Snickers bar, I'm literally completely wiped out and have to lay down. I've got to fix my diet or I'm going to wind up diabetic at the end. So that's thus the dark chocolate. It doesn't have as much sugar in it. It's not nearly as sweet, and I don't eat much. What? Who the what is that? Ooh, pecan pie, graham cracker crust. I've never heard of that. Let me hit the home button and see if anything comes up on that. I want HBO Max if somebody wants to do me buy me a year's prescription or whatever. Is y'all really want to know what's going on with that Raised by Wolves show? It seems so thrown off. Oh, that Loser West is live right now. Why am I getting a notification about my own live stream? That's retarded. I do not see anything. Ain't nobody talking about it on here. I would like to bring this up while I'm here. Hold on, let me. If it lags out, I apologize. I don't want to get this wrong. I'm going to read it. Please don't slam this thing. Okay, come in. I'm not going to be able to find it now. Oh, that's pretty. I'm on Facebook scrolling, doing a live stream with me scroll. Out here. Was that Mama Boo blue heeler looking dog? Was she brown and white? Yes. Oh, okay. Well, somebody did throw another dog out. It wound up at Hermley. Anyway, the guy posted the names of all the Marines that died yesterday. And I was going to read them. There were several Marines that died either yesterday or last week. I don't want to get it wrong. And there's nothing on the news. I didn't know we were doing anything that Marines were dying, still dying. I mean, I haven't heard anything in the news about it. So, yeah. Let me check the headlines. We'll check the headlines and see what Reuters says. Reuters, not Looters, Reuters. Looters is a little hip town here in town.
Is there any coffee left?
No, ma'am, but if you need me to make you some, I can make you some. Would you like me to make you a hot toddy? If I make one, would you drink it? Dude, it's heating up. Doesn't say anything specific about China. It said blah, blah, blah. Says U.S. warns China against Taiwan attack, stresses U.S. ambiguity, whatever ambiguity means, in this particular instance. China could be carbon neutral way before 2060 if they would just quit ignoring basic let's make clean air rules. If they had to do things the same way we did, their stuff would cost just as much as our stuff does, except for the slave labor part. Um, I don't know. China does want Taiwan back. Taiwan's not communist right now. But we are putting up the latest bout of sanctions and stuff for whatever, redoing the trade deal has made it difficult. And if China could take control of Taiwan, which does not have the same restrictions, I'm guessing they're thinking it would give them a loophole, but they've been wanting it for a long time. Back to the Bible study, guys. Don't go to bed worrying about this. Can you do anything about it? Can you affect a change in world political affairs by going to bed worrying about them? Can you affect a positive mental change and spiritual change in yourself by going to bed tonight thinking about God? Yes. Can you do nothing about what's going on in China or on the hill or anything by worrying about it? You can affect your walk with God. That's what you need to be doing. And then get up in the morning, and if God whispers to you there's something you need to handle it. Even if it's something as simple as going down and buying a 50-pound bag of rice. Or 5 or whatever. Money's tight for a lot of folks. But well, if it says, well, we promise to stay out if you'll drop the sanctions, then Taiwan needs to come at us. Are we on the side of democracy? Free peoples governing themselves? Or are we in it just to save a penny? Man, all the stores are just closing up around town. Well, it's because they would rather pay $5 for shipping if you go down to Joe and Sally's local store and you buy something, it's $20. But if you go on Amazon, you can get it for $14 plus $6 shipping and handling. It's the same price. Don't start throwing math out there. And they got to make some money off of it. But at least when you're doing that, when you're spending 3 or 4 more cents buying it local or $5 or whatever, at least you're supporting your community, not some other country that uses slaves, literally slaves. Made in China doesn't mean made in a factory all the time. A lot of times made in China means it was made in a prison by people that are in jail just because they wanted to do yoga. And they make their quota or they don't get to eat. So to eat, they may work 14, 15, 16 hours a day so they can get their food. Then they've got to do it the next day. Also, we can get stuff just a little bit cheaper online. It's kind of messed up. Nah, I knew it. He's getting even with you for waking him up. Rachel, what you do is you got to wait for the weather to be right. But I think the jet stream blows from where you're at to the mainland. So don't build a raft, okay? Build a balloon. Wait. Just go buy some silk sheets and sew them together and like put beeswax on the seams and stuff so it holds whatever. And then make your balloon. And then go up in the air and then catch the jet stream. And it'll blow you all the way around. And then when you get over Kansas, pull the string and let the hot air out. It'll be fine. You should land somewhere in Missouri. Maybe. Fall in the Mississippi and drown or something. You'll be in the mainland though. If you don't freeze to death. Or starve. Or die of dehydration. Or exposure. But it's a plan. I mean, your chances are better than the raft, I think. Because the sharks can't get you if you're in the balloon. Just A isn't going to work for him to do that because he would be like floating over Russia and China and all that. His boat gets shot down. Then he's got to go. After he gets to going over all of that, then he's got to come across into whatever to like Alaska and stuff. And if he lands in Alaska, then he's still got to get through Canada to get to the rest of the United States. And he could catch something in Canada. There's something up there in Canada that makes people all kinds of weird in the head. And it's probably like a virus or something. So he probably wouldn't survive that. So, yeah. At least the balloon worked for him. He's going to have to like get a little sailboat, little dinghy. He's going to have to pop by it. I wonder how much gas it would take on a bass boat to make it all the way across the ocean. It's just exactly how retarded that would be. You imagine being out there in 20-foot swells. I don't even think a Ranger boat would stand up to that. Well, the boat might still be floating when it was all over with, but I doubt if anybody'd be on it. Yeah, but you're weird, Rachel. I mean, polar bear. What? They have polar bears in Alaska? Yeah, they have polar bears in Alaska. We like you, Rachel. Mailing address got some the size of your flat hand here. What? I didn't understand that. But that's not uncommon for me not to understand stuff. Anyway, this live stream, this live stream will probably self-destruct. So, these guys. There'll be a video about Hank later. Hank the almost cow dog. Hank the cow puppy. So I've got to get up early in the morning and go do some more work because I have a job now. Which I'm actually enjoying. It's actually been really good for me to get out and do excruciatingly painful physical labor. So, appreciate y'all hanging out with me and everything. And somebody just came in, the number went up instead of down. This is Wednesday, and I'll be doing the Bible studies on Wednesdays from now on. There were a lot of the people that have channels that we all go to were live streaming across from me, so the Bible studies were really sparse. And tonight's was pretty good. There was a lot of people in it. So Wednesday's more of a church night anyway, so I'll continue doing them on Wednesday nights. And then there'll be the regular Saturday deal. And I'm going to do, this will be the Bible study, and then that. We'll do fellowship after. Didn't mean to appear rude when I shut the Bible study down as soon as we were done, but that's God's time, and that's the way we need to do it. And then when we come over here and we fellowship like this, it doesn't. If God wants my YouTube channel to take off, it will take off. If He doesn't, it won't. I will do what God wants me to do, and that's all I can. I will fear the Lord my God and diligently try not to fear anything else. So, yeah. Love all you people. Y'all stay alive. Don't die. Read the book. It's free. It's good. Love y'all. Y'all be blessed. See y'all Saturday.